Hi, this is Scott Garibay, and today we're going to talk about Dungeons and Dragons, and we're going to talk about Total Party Kill (TPK). So, first of all, this got a lot. TPK got a lot of hype lately because Matthew Mercer killed two, Laudna and one other character, killed two player characters in a single session. Right? It was kind of a big deal. Killed two player characters in a single session, and it was a big deal. It like got a lot of attention, and people took notice, right? And they were like, and there was a lot of articles that were like near total party kill, and I was like, that's very. So one of the things I want to do is I want to tighten up the language for the Dungeons and Dragons community around TPK. So first of all, we've had TPK for a while, right? And people know it. It's a known acronym, Total Party Kill, right? Now, what's interesting is it's very interesting in Dungeons & Dragons. There's debate, so there's no debate on what TPK stands for, and everybody knows it. It is born important language. It is language that we now use. It is part of our parlance when we talk about Dungeons & Dragons. TPK. In this video, we're going to expand TPK to be more accurate and more useful, okay? So first of all, let's talk about Total Party Kill. One, there's some debate around total party kill. If you have a total party kill, whose fault is it? Are you a suck dungeon master? It's arguable that a talented dungeon master should never have a TPK, right? It means that you were not running right, or you're still a suck DM. So, are you a suck DM? You have a TPK. Are you a suck DM? There's a good chance you are. Okay, so first of all, boy, oh boy, the Ouroboros, the snake eats the tail. Let's get into it. All right. So first of all, if you're a teacher and you have 30 students, right, and 5 of your students fail, you're doing great. If 25 of your students fail, you suck as a teacher. Let's put it out there, all right? You see what I'm saying? Same thing with total party kill, right? If the entire party is dying, there's a good chance it was your fault, right? You should have had an NPC there to discourage them from that, or you should have given them more clues that basically, because a total party kill is really encouraging your entire group of players to go find a new dungeon master, right? So I'm going to say this right now. I think if you're a TPK, if you are a TPK dungeon master, you suck. I'm just going to put that on a shelf, right? That's my humble opinion, right? So that's my humble opinion. People can debate. I think the dungeon masters that have TPKs suck as dungeon masters. It's a sign of a bad dungeon master. However, it is a good dinner story. Now, first of all, I don't have any TPKs. I don't think I've ever TPK'd a party ever, right? Like, it's never happened once, right? Because I'm a good dungeon master. Okay, TPK. If you've TPK'd a party, you suck as a DM. Now, maybe you're better now, but when you did that, you sucked, right? And you probably still suck now. Like, I don't think unfortunately, I think there's a lot of DMs that are not growing right now. All right, so let's move forward. TPK. PPK. Partial Party Kill. I'm introducing it right now. SPK. Single Party Kill. I killed a single party member. A single party member was killed in this game. SPK, right? Now, that means, and last, NPK. Never party kill, right? So let's break them down. TPK, you know the definition. PPK, partial party kill. I am a partial party kill dungeon master. I have PPKs. I have multiple PPKs, right? Where, I DM between. I've done campaigns with one person, right? So I've done campaigns as small as one, and I've gone up to 6, right? So when we so basically, and I've definitely had a PPK, a partial party kill, where I've even had I got a new one. All right, MPK. Let's do it this way. MPK, TPK, total party kill. MPK, majority party kill. The majority of the party was killed. I am not an MPK. I'm not a majority party kill. The most is I've had it split even. Okay? Partial party kill. That means you some members of the party died, but not enough to constitute a majority party kill. Okay, so I am a PPK dungeon master. Okay, now I've also SPK'd. I've also killed single members of the party. Right, that's an SPK dungeon master. Some of you may be SPK dungeon masters. You've had campaigns, and this is all bracketed into one campaign, right? Like, so if you had, you know, multiple campaigns where you killed one player character in each one of those campaigns, you know, you're an SPK dungeon master, and you've never reached the point where and actually this is all in a single session, right? Have you had a single session where the entire party was killed? Have you had a single session where the majority of the party was killed? Have you had a single session where it was a partial party kill, right? Half the group died, not a majority, half, right? Or are you a single party kill dungeon master where you killed one member of your party, SPK? Or are you an NPK, never party kill? Here you go. The ones on the ends are where you suck, right? Like TPK, you suck as a dungeon master. NPK, you suck as a dungeon master, or you're a noob, right? Like, but even noobs, if you TPK'd, you still suck as a dungeon master. You don't get a pass for that, right? Now, if you've run 3 sessions, by the way, 6 months in the dungeon master table, you got a freebie, right? If you're an NPK dungeon master, never party killed, never killed a single party member, if you're an NPK dungeon master, you get a 6-month pass. That's fine. No shame on you. 6 months in the DMC, you ain't never killed a party character, a party member. You suck. You suck as the DM, in my humble opinion, right? So basically, first of all, if you listen to my channel, you in the deep end of the pool, baby. Welcome, right? No floaties here, right? So we are actually in a place where these are useful parlance for Dungeons and Dragons. Now, some newbie who picks up, you know, Dragons of Stormwreck Isle at Target and is run for 2 months, hey, well, you ain't even here. Like, you'll be here another 5-10 years from now. But welcome to Dungeons and Dragons. I'm very glad you're here. We're all glad you're here. But you ain't listening to this channel, and you have no use for this parlance. But if you have hundreds of games under your belt like I do, right, then you've arrived, and you actually need these acronyms, which is total party kill, total party kill, majority party kill, partial party kill, single party kill, never party kill, NPK, SPK, PPK, MPK, TPK. That's the parlance. This is where we land, right? And I think this is a J. Scott Garibay exclusive. I don't think anybody else has bracketed these the way I just did. And the reason why we're doing this is not only to give us the language we need to discuss Dungeons & Dragons, because frankly, it's one of the most complicated things on the planet right now, right? So we needed it, right? But also, are we a suck DM, right? Like, I'm an evangelical Christian. Am I a good one? I gotta ask myself that every now and then. You know, like once you were in a thing, you don't have to ask yourself every day. But one of the things that's great about communion is they're like, hey, you got any beef with anybody? You can't take communion today. Back off, sucker. You suck as an evangelical Christian. Go make peace with your brother, right? Literally or figuratively. Or your sister, literally or figuratively, right? And then come back and take communion, right? And so this is like your communion break as a dungeon master. Hey, if you an NPK and you've been in the game in the seat as a dungeon master for 6 months, you suck, right? If you are a TPK, if you have a TPK under your belt and you are not ashamed of it, you suck too, right? So this is useful to say, hey, are we actually good at this, right? Because if you're a dungeon master, you should be asking yourself that. If you're anything, if you have a role or title, you should take a minute and say, do I suck at this, right? Because clearly American politicians are not doing that. Joseph Biden should be asking himself that right now. Do I suck as a president? Yes, you do. Really, so it's important for us to take measurements. All that's my humble opinion. I'd love to hear your humble opinion. Let me know in the comments below. Please consider liking and subscribing, and have a wonderful millennium.